Hello everyone, it is Foul Play here, back for round 3 of this modern leg. Not running too hot so far, but the deck list seems solid. We're going to look to get back into it in round 3. Look, this hand seems fine, I'm going to keep it. Today we are testing out some main deck Ensnaring Bridge hate, because everyone hates main deck. Everyone hates what do you call it? Everyone hates Ensnaring Bridge, right? Ensnaring Bridge is a horrible card. Looks like we're up against some sort of Jund or Death Shadow deck here. Leyline's going to help protect our hand. We've got double Totem Armor to help protect our Dryad Arbor. And hopefully that gets us into the game in a good way. Or it's a hexproof creature on top. No hexproof creature. Rats. Almost had him. So yeah, Leyline also buffing our Ethereal Armor here as well, which is really nice. Don't mind that at all. Basic Swamp. That's an interesting one. See if they do something. Alright, so they've tapped out for Scavenging Ooze. I'm a big fan of them tapping out for Scavenging Ooze because it means I get down double Totem Armor, and it means they need to have 2 kill spells to get rid of this. Which is much less likely than them just having one. Alright, so Spider Umbra tapping Dryad Arbor for the mana. Then Hyena Umbra. Sorry, it means they need 3 removal spells. 2 will get rid of the Totem Armor effects, the 3rd will kill it. So far it looks like green-black. Could just be green-black rock here, which means Fatal Push, Abrupt Decay, Assassin's Trophy. I mean, they're all cards they can play. Plus, they've got the Field of Ruin, which can also destroy the Dryad Arbor. So, we're not out of the woods here yet. We'll just use the Spider Umbra effect here, keep the first strike there. We actually get ramped land here as well, which is really nice. I don't think that they thought that part through. They could still have a Fatal Push. They get Forest. Okay, they don't have Fatal Push there. It's going to take 2 points of damage. Jam, Ethereal Armor, Rancor, attack for a bunch. I think it's 7. Or we just rip the Scout off top, and that seems pretty good too, you know. If we put Rancor on the Dryad Arbor, there is a chance it gets eaten in our graveyard by Scavenging Ooze before it gets bounced back to our hand. So here, I think we just attack for 2. Get a little bit of pressure happening here. Then we play the Scout that we fortunately drew. And then we can go Rancor, Ethereal Armor, and give our opponents some really big issues next turn. So we would have been attacking for 8 this turn. We would have got an extra 6 damage through. Our opponent would have been on 9. And then an attack next turn would kill them, but it would be a more fragile line, so I don't know if it's the best. I mean, is that all you're doing is ramping me, dude? That can't be good for you. Come on, man. Do something useful. Now if they make us discard Grifspoon with a Liliana Plus, we can just reactivate it onto the board. Even without that, though, we should be in a pretty good spot here. Start by cycling this Horizon Canopy. Alright, that would be about right. I don't think we need to rush this second Horizon Canopy out. I think can thin my deck by 1 first. If I rush out that second Horizon Canopy, I might get stuck with something in hand. Downside to this, doing it this way, is I could have played Horizon Canopy this turn, played Misty Rainforest next turn. It protects me against Liliana Plus, losing the card. So I think I played the wrong land. I think I'd play Horizon Canopy, leave it uncracked. But, you know, we're attacking for 8 in the air anyway. They've used a lot of interaction on our Dryad Arbor. Yeah, they just concede the game. Cool. So we got there. So it's a green-black deck. Rest in Peace is going to be really good. Cost Spirit Dance is going to be a little bit weak. These Descender's Deliverance aren't really going to do anything, so we'll take them out. Take out 1 Cost Spirit Dancer. Submit the list. 3 Rest in Peace in. Perfect. Good, clean sideboarding. That will do us nicely. Yep. It's feeling pretty good going into round 2 here. We've got 2 games to get 1 more win, and then we'll take the match out. But yeah, I think generally against decks like this, we are slightly favored. But I mean, Leyline of Sanctity doesn't just mean that we beat Liliana anymore, because Assassin's Trophy, Malmstrom Pulse, Liliana of the Veil, discard. We're not guaranteed to have Leyline in our opening hand either, or in a keepable opening hand, I should say. Alright, so speaking of Leyline in an opening hand, opponent has kept the 7. I mean, if we rip Aura land off the top, we're good. If our opponent does Plague Engineer and we rip no Auras, we're really a bad spot. I think this is pretty easy mulligan. It doesn't seem very good at all to me. This hand is a lot better, but it doesn't have Leyline protection. We still have to keep it anyway. We'll just bottom this Temple Garden that deals the damage to us. We'll keep the Windswept Teeth for if we need Dryad Arbor. And, you know, they might not have turn 1 Thoughtseize. It happens about 1 in 100 games. Alright, so no turn 1 Thoughtseize. There you go. 1 in 100 might be me being a little bit melodramatic there, but, you know, they do get very fortunate with that card. So Scout Pass. And opponent just brings in a tapped Overgrown Tomb, gets their colors fixed a little bit. Excuse me. What is happening here in turn 2? Are they casting anything, or are they just holding up like an Assassin's Trophy? Tarmogoyf? Okay, sure. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Hit me with your best shot, opponent. If that's all you got, I am happy. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fetch shock this one. Just going to cast a Rest in Peace and attack for 1. I'm getting the Temple Garden off the fetch there because, you know, Field of Ruin. I don't want to be switched off double green if they just go Field of Ruin. Seems, you know, I might need to reload the board here after a Plague Engineer or something. I guess I could get the planes there, save 2 points of damage, and I'd be okay for next turn, but maybe turn 3, turn 4, this game goes a little bit grindier, a little bit longer, then I might be in trouble then. So no third land drop, no Liliana from my opponent. If he plays Liliana there, I'm fine. I got 2 more Bogles to reload on the board, so I'm not that concerned about it. Alright, so let's go Rancor and attack for 3. This Rest in Peace can be a curse as well, right? Because if my opponent destroys my Rancor, I'm not getting it back from the graveyard. I'm losing that advantage. I'm getting creature flooded as well, so that's a little bit troublesome too. So, alright, so we get a mana here from our opponent. Doing that. He's going to chump block. They're going to trade. We're going to trample 1 damage. All of this seems quite okay with me. Alright, wait a minute. This happened some sort of funky way like with Death Shadow. I don't think so, because the enchantment needs to go to the graveyard first. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, okay, that worked how I thought it would. His Tarmogoyf got buffed, but it was already in the graveyard for that buff. So it didn't matter. So play out another Slippery Bogle here and pass. As long as there is no Plague Engineer, we're good. Plague Engineer takes 2 cards out of my hand as well. And I didn't sideboard anything in for it. Alright, Iok, you got me, opponent. Take away my Daybreak. Maybe he takes away Rancor. He had to have drawn this Inquisition of Kozilek, or he would have played it turn 1. So he drew it turn 2, 3, or 4. He's taken the Rancor. Gambling on me missing another Aura. He's missed land drop. Okay. That's pretty good for us. Bogles. Spider Umbra, yeah, sure. So here I think we just make our opponent have both have the Assassin's Trophy. This Daybreak staying in hand seems... I don't know, maybe it's okay. Maybe I'll just go Spider Umbra, Bogle, attack for 2. Hope to draw another enchantment next turn. It seems a little bit narrow though, a little bit loose. I don't think it's great. Alright, so we lose our Spider Umbra. That means our Daybreak Coroner is just going to fall off to the graveyard. We've got all the mana in the world. Got the creature advantage as well. We draw an Ethereal Armor. I'm really happy to see that. That's a good aura. Opponent's just been trading 1-for-1 removal this whole time. And yeah, we're going okay. We're going okay here. Get in for 2 damage. Now, any aura off the top of our library is representing 2 or more damage. For opponent cast Liliana here, we sack the other Bogle on the side here. Alright. So, Tarmogoyf, hold up. Plus Thoughtseize. Okay, so he's got my last Bogle out of hand. It's costing him 2 life. He's not getting any extra power on the Tarmogoyf there. We brick. That's not the best, but, you know, we can brick for a turn or 2, draw a Grispin, attack and win. That's fine. My opponent's like nowhere near even beginning to attack us, so... is Dried Arbor in the graveyard or anything? No, it's not in exile, so I haven't used Dried Arbor this game. That was game 1. Liliana, okay. Well, Liliana, no mana. I'm going to use this opportunity to get Dried Arbor out. So fetch this in response to the activation. Priority will get passed to my opponent. They don't have any mana to kill it at the moment, so we'll just sack it there. Yep. Well, that's pretty good. I don't mind that at all. Do not mind that at all. Tarmogoyf shrink to a 0-1 again. So I can attack him with the 3-powered one, attack Liliana with the other one. He can choose which one he wants to defend. Getting Liliana off the board is not that good, but... I mean, I don't see him winning the game without Liliana. Okay, so he's just blocking the 3 damage. Yeah. Seems fine. If I attack both at him, he blocks the 3 damage anyway. If I attack both at Liliana, he lets the damage go. Because Liliana's dying regardless. So I guess I force him to lose his Tarmogoyf by splitting the attack there. It's down to 3 cards in hand. Has to battle through a Rest in Peace. We've got 2 creatures. Lurrus. Sure. Rest in Peace is getting like extra value because of Lurrus. Alright. So if we cast Leyline here, we protect ourselves against future Lilianas. We also buff our Ethereal Armor and our Slippery Bogle to 4-powered creature. So we're now attacking for a net gain over what his Lurrus would be doing. So we'll attack for 4, put him to 3. They can attack and go to 6, and we slowly kill them over 7 turns. It's a few less turns than that, but still. Alright, so opponents conceded that game. We get the win. Alright. So that was, yeah, pretty textbook, I feel. I don't know. Maybe the top of our library helped us a little bit, and our opponent blanked up from the top of their own library. But yeah, just green-black Lurrus thing now. But yeah, there you go. Easy enough to beat. All of that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like or a comment down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for daily Bogles content and ring that bell for notifications every time a new video goes live. Thank you all once more. I will see you next time.